welcome to a special segment on MBIO-3813. I'm Colby Morrison, and this is my slightly less intelligent co-host, Summer Morrison. During this segment, we will discuss communication, specifically communication between bacteria.
Thanks for that introduction, Colby. Maybe you have trouble communicating with your spouse, roommate, siblings, or parents. A lack of communication is one of the top causes for disagreements among friends and family. Surprisingly, bacteria have a very dignified and advanced method of communicating with each other.
Bacteria use quorum sensing to talk to each other. Quorum sensing is specifically the use of chemicals called autoinducers to communicate between bacteria. Autoinducers are a type of extracellular sensing molecule that is secreted by bacteria. There are 3 steps involved in this quorum sensing process, as shown here in our beautifully displayed image. Synthesis of the molecule, recognition of the signal molecules from other bacteria of the same species, and response to the signal molecules.
In order for quorum sensing to occur, however, the autoinducer levels must reach a threshold. Once this threshold is reached, quorum sensing can begin. This basically means that the density of bacteria must be higher than just one bacteria releasing an autoinducer in order to induce quorum sensing.
Quorum sensing is beneficial and even necessary in some species, but can be detrimental to other species, specifically us humans, unfortunately.
In humans, quorum sensing gives bacteria the ability to tell other bacteria to release toxins that are harmful to the infected person. When a small number of bacteria are releasing toxins, the body's immune system is capable of overwhelming and destroying the bacteria.
However, when a large number of bacteria are using quorum sensing, the body's immune system is unable to destroy the bacteria in a timely manner. Thus, the bacteria can ultimately cause sickness, as you could guess. Quorum sensing allows bacteria to form what's called biofilms, which essentially are a stack of bacteria working together and sharing information. It sounds pretty intense. It is intense. Biofilms give bacteria the advanced ability to resist antibacterial treatment, such as antibiotics.
Scientists and medical professionals are currently working together to develop a way to inhibit quorum sensing in bacteria that infect humans to prevent the formation of biofilms and thus makes treatments more effective.
The bacteria Pseudomonas aeruginosa, which can cause infections such as urinary tract infections, gastrointestinal infections, and respiratory infections, they all use this quorum sensing to form biofilms.
And while quorum sensing is harmful to humans, it is very beneficial to a species of squid called the Hawaiian bobtail squid. We can see this here. It's a cute little thing. The relationship between these squid and a marine bacterial species called Vibrio fischeri is what scientists originally coined the term quorum sensing for.
I just got to say, Summer, I don't know about you, but that is one pretty squid. That's pretty extraordinary, right? Pretty colorful. I like color. Hawaiian bobtail squid and V. fischeri maintain a mutualistic, symbiotic relationship. V. fischeri migrate to a specialized structure in the squid called the light organ, and V. fischeri use quorum sensing to produce luminescence, which allows the squid to be camouflaged, ultimately at night, by eliminating its shadow within the water column.
And here we're going to see a video that will give you a better visual of this relationship between Hawaiian bobtail squid and V. fischeri.
Off the coast of Hawaii lives a cunning nocturnal hunter with a brilliant trick up its sleeve, or rather its mantle. Meet the Hawaiian bobtail squid. After spending the day sleeping buried in the sand, come nightfall, the little squid emerges in search of a meal. To hide itself from predators and prey alike, the squid has its very own invisibility cloak, a colony of a glowing bacterium called Vibrio fischeri, which it houses in a special organ in its mantle. In an ingenious form of camouflage known as counter-illumination, the squid uses its glowing bacteria to mimic moonlight, hiding its shadow from any creatures looking for an easy meal. Moving through the depths, the squid uses its ink sac to adjust the intensity of its living torch to match the strength of the moonlight.
Despite such a cool symbiotic relationship in marine environments, quorum sensing can also be economically costly in the oil and gas industry due to biofilm formation in these diesel fuel tanks. And as you can see from these images, This is what's called sludge, and it looks like crap.
Sulfur-reducing bacteria can survive and thrive in tanks containing diesel. In this environment, they use quorum sensing to communicate the need to form biofilms. Biofilms of these sulfur-reducing bacteria can adhere to the tanks and form a thick algae layer called sludge that is very difficult to remove and can cause bioerosion of the tanks.
In 2008, erosion of diesel tanks cost the oil and gas industry approximately $1.372 billion. In addition, the erosion of these tanks can cause harsh environmental catastrophes such as fuel leaks into surrounding soil and freshwater ecosystems. And this image shows you the process of going down in the tanks one man at a time to pump out the sludge and then also scrub the tanks clean. And as you can see from this image, what it provides, a one-man crew goes down in there. They're pumping out all the sludge and having to scrub the tank clean. And as you can imagine, I would charge a lot of money to go down in there and scrub on that tank. How about you, Summer?
I think Mike Rowe would call this a dirty job.
A dirty job, indeed.
They currently use diesel craft, which is also known as Technol 246, to penetrate and dissolve biofilm in diesel tanks. Unfortunately, there's currently no way to prevent biofilm formation in these diesel tanks, though.
We hope that communication with your friends and family results in relationships that are mutually symbiotic of the Hawaiian bobtail squid and V. fisheri, instead of costly and detrimental relationships like Pseudomonas aeruginosa and the human race.
Thank you for watching this special segment on communication. I'm Summer Morrison on MBIO-3813, and have a great evening.